Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got it. We got
New 52 booklet.
it. Somebody clip this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Comics League Comic Talk. Now, every Wednesday, and by the way, if you're a member, you get it every Tuesday. But anyway, so this week I'm talking about Tom King's Wonder Woman, and here's the thing about it. This is a topic that I'm pretty conflicted on because, for one thing, Wonder Woman is my third favorite DC superhero all time. So naturally, I've been like really hating the what's the word? The utter disregard DC gave her over the years. So when Tom King was put on the book, I was partly hopeful, partly like I was cautiously optimistic because here's the thing. Wonder Woman, at least in my opinion, has gone through the ringer in terms of like bad depictions. So naturally, I was like, okay, you know what? At least it's a fresh perspective. We'll see what we can do here. So what happened was, I was like, all right. So I read the books. I've read issues 1 through 4, I believe, is the most recent one I read. I'm just checking real quick just to make sure. But my point is, with this series, first off, no matter what criticism I have of the story, 1 through 4, no matter what criticism I have of the story, Sam Parra's art is flawless, like utterly incredible. It's kind of funny. That's the thing, like every Tom King book, no matter if you like or dislike Tom King's work, he always has the best writers. Me personally, I liked a lot of Tom King stuff. Like I like his Batman run. Yes, I am that guy. I take Heroes in Crisis as an Elseworld story, so I enjoy it that way. That's sometimes what you have to do. And of course, Mr. Miracle, I adored. Sheriff of Babylon, I loved. And so I like a lot of his work. Now, going to Wonder Woman, the thing about it, here's why here's my likes and dislikes of the books. First off, likes the art. Second off, Wonder Woman has these moments like when she's working with when she's hanging out with that terminally ill kid and she's like giving him like the Make-A-Wish thing, despite all of the stuff that's going on in her life with like being hunted by the government. That's kind of cool. I liked it because that's totally something Wonder Woman would do. They have this funny moment where like she's going into like the bad guy's office building. It opens and the guys start shooting, and then she throws the tiara, and then as they're all getting beaten up, she's like, "Ooh," and she's just like waiting. And I just love that, the attitude he gives Wonder Woman. So that's cool. Dislikes. Sometimes Wonder Woman feels a little wooden and emotionless. She feels like she's just saying, okay, hi, Steve. I can't do that, Steve. It just seems a little emotionless, a little bit. And again, that's my chief criticism of how he writes Wonder Woman. In terms of how he writes everyone else, here's the problem. Here's my other issue with this book. Way too much cursing. Like, everyone is cursing now. It gets to a point where it becomes a distraction instead of like what's the word? Instead of a thing to like augment the book. So the cursing, there are times when he puts it in a scenario, in an area where like, yeah, they would curse, which is be like in the military, but like in the backup stories with like Damian cursing. So now Lizzie starts cursing. So I'm like, okay, this is just getting a little It's too much like a bad R-rated comedy. So there's that. The now the overall plot of the Amazons being hunted by the government because one killed a bunch of guys in a bar. Here's the thing. I like and don't like this concept. I like it because it would totally it's an interesting status quo for the Amazons, and they're like, but basically, so far the through line is the Amazons the Amazons and America are on the precipice of war. So that's actually really cool. The problem is it's a total overreaction to like a couple of guys getting taken out in a bar by one Amazon, and all of a sudden everyone's hostile to Amazons. The other thing is like you're hunting Wonder Woman. She has saved the entire multiverse with the Justice League how many times? And humanity just automatically turns on her. If anything, that they should say, "Hey, Wonder Woman, can you apprehend this Amazon that killed all these people?" She seemed like your people would deal with this. It's again, I see what he's going for, but the minute you have the government turn against the people, it shouldn't be controversial. It shouldn't be a public debate, a divisive issue to side with Wonder Woman because she has saved your lives how many times? How many? And all of a sudden, just because one Amazon kills men, all of a sudden it's like we have to arrest Wonder Woman. I don't know. It just does. That's the one part of the plot that I have. Again, I'm conflicted because it's kind of cool, but it's also what? But that's my opinion on it. All in all, I'm still liking mostly what I'm seeing of the book because I like these little vignettes of like Wonder Woman helping people that I really like. I love the art. Sam Pear is doing a stupendous job on the art. Everything looks amazing. I even like the character inclusions like Sergeant Steel and how they make reference to Amazon's attack, that's Jay Heath's favorite Wonder Woman story. But ultimately, if I had to rate the run as it goes right now, I would give it probably as it runs now, combined with all of my issues, about art 10 out of 10. Writing, in terms of like combined with all of my personal issues, pun intended, by the way, probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Now, again, it could. I'm still gonna read the book because I want to see if Tom King can like really wow me because he has done that where like series start off and I'm for me personally, and I'm reading it and I'm like I'm not entirely buying this, and then by the end of it I'm like okay now I get it. So you know what? I'm gonna give him a shot. Other than that, yeah, that's all I got. So let me know below what you guys think of Tom King's Wonder Woman run, what you like, what you don't like. I want to give you guys a challenge in the comments. Even if you put down their stuff you don't like, how about you also put down something good? Let's spread a little positivity about comics because there's just too much negativity. So that's my challenge. That's the Jared Positivity Challenge. Throw down if you have to give something you hate about the book. Put in also something you like, just to keep it fair. But all in all, that's the end of this week's episode. And remember, if you become a member, you get these on Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays, so you get those a day early. In terms of like what's next for Comics League, so this week's movie night is The Batman by Matt Reeves. Yes, we're finally covering The Batman. In terms of Under Two Capes, I'm still figuring out what I want to do for this week's Under Two Capes. And in terms of more members content, I just recorded my January comic pick, so I'll be uploading that momentarily. And I'll be on Nick's channel and Jay Heath's channel and Taladia's channel throughout the week, so be on the lookout for me there. Links in the description. Stay heroic, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.